In this lesson, we will look at some examples of linear equations with two variables. Let's look at the first statement that we have been given. The cost of a cricket ball is 20 rupees more than a tennis ball. How do you represent this mathematically? We are comparing the cost of a cricket ball and a tennis ball. We don't know the cost of the cricket ball, so let's call it X. Similarly, we do not know the cost of the tennis ball either, so let's call it Y. So we have two unknowns over here and we represent them with X and Y, and both are the costs of the balls respectively. But we have been given a relationship between the cost of these two balls, which is the cricket ball is costing 20 rupees more than the tennis ball. So for example, if the cost of the tennis ball was 10 rupees, based on the relationship that we have been given, the cricket ball should cost 10 plus 20, which is 30 rupees. Similarly, if the cost of the tennis ball was 20, your cost of the cricket ball would be 20 plus 20, which is equal to 40. So based on this, we can say that X is equal to Y plus 20. So if the cost of your tennis ball was 10, so Y would be 10 and 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. So this equation holds good. So this can be represented in the general form of a linear equation with two variables as X minus Y minus 20 is equal to 0. So this is in the form of AX plus BY plus C equal to 0, where A is 1, B is minus 1 and C is minus 20. In this way, you can use linear equations with two variables to represent this statement mathematically. Now let's work on another example. You went to a bookstore and bought 30 rupees worth pencils and erasers. Each pencil costs 5 rupees and an eraser costs 4 rupees. How do you represent this mathematically? So let's look at the costs. Cost of the pencil is 5 rupees and the cost of the eraser is 4 rupees. The number of items that you bought is unknown. We don't know the number of pencils that you bought, and similarly we don't know the number of erasers that you bought. So let's call them X and Y. But you have spent 30 rupees in total. So let's calculate the individual costs of pencils and erasers. We know that one pencil costs 5 rupees. So X pencils cost 5X. Similarly, we know one eraser costs 4 rupees. So Y erasers will cost 4Y. And 5X plus 4Y is the total cost of both pencils and erasers, and that is equal to 30. So this is a linear equation in two variables representing the above statement mathematically. Let's try to look at some possible solutions for this equation. Let's say if X is equal to 2, then it is 5 times 2, 10. 10 plus 4Y is equal to 30. So 4Y is equal to 20 and Y is equal to 20 by 4, which is nothing but 5. So one of the possible solutions is 2 pencils and 5 erasers.
So now let's look at another statement. The sum of a two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing its digits is equal to 121. First, let us look at a two-digit number. For example, 52. So 2 is in the units place and 5 is in the tens place. So this can be represented as 5 times 10 plus 2 times 1, which is equal to 50 plus 2, which is 52. So this is how a two-digit number can be represented. Over here, we don't know the exact two-digit number. So we can assume that the digit in the units place is Y and the digit in the tens place is X. So this can be represented as 10x plus Y based on the explanation that I have just given. And we have also been told that the sum of this number plus the 2-digit number obtained by reversing the digits of this number is equal to 121. So if you reverse the digits of this number, you will end up with yx, which is equal to 10y plus x based on the explanation that we have just given. So let's call this 1 and let's call this 2. And we have been told that 1 plus 2 is equal to 121. So let's do that. So 10x plus y plus 10y plus x is equal to 121. So this is equal to 11x plus 11y is equal to 121. If you take 11 common, 11 times x plus y is 121, and 11 divides 121 11 times. So your equation is x plus y is equal to 11, and this can be expressed in the general form as x plus y minus 11 equal to 0. So now this is in ax plus by plus c equal to 0 form, where a is 1, b is 1, and c is minus 11. So let's see if this equation is indeed satisfying this relationship mentioned in this statement. So we had x plus y minus 11 is equal to 0. Y is equal to 11 minus x by moving the terms 11 and x to the right hand side. So let's substitute some values for x. If x is 2, y would be 11 minus 2, which is 9. Similarly, as x is 4, y would be 11 minus 4, which is 7. So now the 2-digit number formed with 2 in the tens place and 9 in the units place is 29, and the number formed by reversing the digits is 92, and the sum of these two numbers is 121. Similarly, 4 and 7 is 47, and the number with the digits reversed is 74, and add them up, you will have 121 again. So this equation is indeed representing the relationship that was mentioned in the problem statement. So in this way you can use linear equations in two variables to represent statements mathematically. In the next lesson we will learn about representing a linear equation on a graph.